Hey, welcome friends. We're out in the garage today and you're gonna see right here, there's a toolbox and it's upside down. So this is a Yukon. I had to think about what I bought there. I went to Harbor Freight and I'm like, they don't have Husky, so what is it? I almost said Husky. But it's a Yukon 6-drawer rolling 46-inch cart. And the whole purpose that it exists in my garage is it's going to go under here. So these were a little bit closer, the legs were. I spread them out so they're 4 foot across there. So this is going to go under. But you'll notice that it came with these really huge, massive 6-inch wheels. And the height of this, in order to fit under there, needs to stay right below about 35. And it's a little bit, I mean, that's the shortest side. And this is a little bit taller just because some slant in the floor for drainage. But what I did is I went and I bought these little 3 or 2-inch casters, which are about 2.5, 2 3/4 inches overall. And I am going to put those on here. So how am I going to do that? Well, you can see this has these, sort of Zert type style installation. So the bolt goes down in there. Well, I don't want to drill anything into the toolbox, and it's upside down right now. I don't want to. Already had some scraping on the floor, so you see I get some damage here. I'm going to touch that up with some paint so we don't get rust. But I don't want to drill it and use these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this is about a 3-inch wide piece of steel, and we're going to cut these to length. I'm going to weld this on here. I'm going to drill holes in it. Then I'm going to weld it on here, and we're going to bolt it in. So then we'll get this drawer underneath. These are only rated for 88 pounds each, but it's not going to be rolling anything except just to pull it out from underneath there if I ever need to. I don't really plan on pulling it out there, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. So that's sort of what the latest job that we're going to be working on is. And it's Friday. Rough week of traveling, glad to be home and out in the garage. A little cold, just turned on the kerosene heater and we're going to get it up to temperature, and then we'll do some fabrication and cutting and welding and drilling and cutting and welding, and get this thing going. So hopefully we'll be able to roll this under and get it organized and work to make things better, get stuff up off the floor and put away, and just continue the path to organization in the garage. All right, God bless you. Thanks for joining us. You'll see this video is going to take place after this. I always forget, so I'm going to throw it in here. If you like this video, smash that like button. I think that's what people say, smash it. So smash it, hit it, or gently click it. I'm okay with that. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, stand on your head, pirouette, whatever it takes. Do whatever. Which reminds me, you ever seen the Duplicity with Michael Keaton, where he has the clones and the guy's there asking him, Martin Mull is asking him, so, what are you going to install? Because he says, I'm going to do a little contracting work, installing some electricity. What are you going to install? 220. And he says, 220, 221, whatever it takes. That's the approach we're taking. All right. See you later. Should I do this thing where it's not magic? All right.
Here, I'm going to rip these walls out and, of course, rewire it.
Yeah, you're going to make it all 220?
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Well, you sound like a pretty handy guy.
Yeah, well, I like to do a little bit of everything, Ron. I write poetry, I paint, sculpt. Oh.
Okay, so there's a bunch of foam and stuff in the background there. Just disregard that because it just came out of the thing, the packing for the toolbox here. So let me grab a square and let's get this thing started here. So this is soapstone. I'm going to measure out what we're going to need here. I think if we go 4 inches, that should be enough. So let's mark it at 4. Four. Four, and one more. All right, we'll take this over and cut it now. Okay, so we're getting ready to cut this. We've got the DeWalt chop saw here. So we're gonna take a quick cut, get these all down to size, then we'll figure out, we'll make one as sort of a template on where the holes should be. We'll get the holes drilled, then we'll get them welded, then we'll get them painted, then we'll get them installed. All right, so I welded these wheels on. They're not pretty welds, they're just functional welds. Filled in the holes. So now we're gonna paint them and get them onto the chest. Okay, so we've attached our casters. We welded them to this piece of steel, drilled it, bolted this down, and we did that because we couldn't really add any more space to fit underneath the counter here, or underneath the workbench. So we've got these on. We're gonna see how this thing fits. All right, so we've got some room to spare. Probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches on that side. Rolls under easily. You can see it's a little bit of a angle, a little more room on this side than the other. That's because of the floor here. So what we'll do is put some boards underneath there for spacing. And this is gonna work really well, I think. All right, let's move on. Okay, so here is what we have done so far. And I'll put a front on that, but the idea is storage is here, easy to get to. And then down below, nice and easy rollout. Just push it back in. And there we go. Hello, just sitting out in the garage, just listening to some music. And I've got the speaker playing, one of those smart speakers. It's the only place I'll leave it is in the garage because I can't hear anything out here except me talking to it. So when I'm working on something, it's nice to be able to yell out. So tonight we're listening to some big band and some jazz. And I know it's tough. A lot of stuff going on in the world that's crazy right now. But we really do live in an amazing time in a lot of ways. So just enjoying it. Went and saw my daughter today. Me and my wife did. Went up and saw her in Erie. We went up to the Sportsman show, walked around a bit, had dinner with her, came home, and looking forward to church tomorrow. So hopefully you're going to be there. It's a decision you make tonight. And if you're up late, like it's pretty late right now, and I'm still out working in the garage. If you're up late tonight, hey, get ready for church. Go to bed. Church starts 11:15, so it's not that early in the morning. So we'd love to have you, and hopefully we'll see you at church tomorrow. God bless you. Have a good night. All right, what's going on out in the garage today? Well, just putting this together. These are on sale right now. Good price, best price that you're gonna find. They're $199 for a five drawer rolling mechanics cart. A little more organization in the garage now. The pegboard, this was sort of an older style, older approach, just what I grew up with. I've got, I installed it when I first moved in. But then, I came to the French cleats. And so I've made a direction to go this way. I haven't converted over here. Don't know if I will or not, but this is really about the drill press. So I've had this drill press a long time. I've never in the life of owning it ever had it fastened down. So today I did a couple things. So I added this extension here. And then I, put some blocking under here, trying to get this leveled up. It's still on the back wall. It's still a little low. When I tied it in, it must have come down a bit. It's something that could be fixed. I may fix in the future. I don't know. But right now I'm not going to. So what I did is I leveled up the press from the back there, and then fastened it down with a couple screws, made sure it was level across here, and just a little improvement among the many. I'm doing tons of improvements. So, this is one of those things that just make life better. Always having to move everything around it, and that just, it takes time. So it's squared up, looks good.
So we're going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Here's just one last little piece. I stained a built-in that I had put underneath the French cleats, and it's looking pretty good. So more to come in the future. Thanks for joining. If you like this, subscribe and hit the notification button. All right, thank you. God bless.